Hello and welcome to the premier finals here in Garland, part of the Spikeball Tour Series. I'm Mike White, casting alongside Matthew Burrows. Let's get into this one. Who we got here, Matt?
We have Thompson, Noguez. We saw earlier play Singer Gonzalez, but now they're going to be playing against Marshall and McWhirter. We also got to see them play earlier because that first series was a little bit fast. Marshall McWhirter looking a little bit better on breaks. Thompson, Noguez didn't necessarily get too much practice in that first series playing the injured David Gonzalez. So hopefully they warmed up enough between these series. Marshall McWhirter looked very strong, rocking those pink jerseys. Noguez and Thompson opting to be skins here. And we are good to go. We will get started.
So we got Marshall serving first.
Noguez and Thompson do have pretty good serve receives. So it's pretty much going to be a battle of serve versus serve receive. And yeah, that's going to be it. Thompson and Noguez going to be looking to make Marshall and McWhirter play as many points as possible.
Noguez a strong defensive player as well?
Very. Yes.
Very. So we got here. Oh, that's a good cut. That's good. I thought maybe high, but they're going to. Nope. Disagree. That's good. Nice, strong serve by Thompson.
Every once in a while, Thompson will get one that just kind of sneakily goes a little bit wide. And you're not quite ready for it because they usually don't. So he sneaks them in.
Nice wrap around there. Put it right through. Thompson flying over there. Pretty close.
Yeah, and that's his normal serve where he kind of just gets it on the net with a nice righty, just trying to get it in play, make a defensive play happen. But McWhirter and Marshall both swinging.
Yeah, absolutely ripping it.
McWhirter going to opt for a ball change here for a second serve. It's getting a little warmer outside. The balls are inflating quite a bit. A little bit harder to get your hand around the ball, get the cut that you want, and not have the ball kind of blast off your hand.
Double fault there. It's now 3-1, Noguez and Thompson. Nice creative playing. The jump, but still gets it up. Can Thompson get it back? He's chasing its distance. Oh, just missed.
That's a tough shot for Nick. He's about 10, 12 feet off the net. But yeah, there you see, that's the game that they want to play. If Brad Thompson can get that set a little bit closer to the net and get it back in play, that's exactly their game plan right there. It's just the defense.
Goes with a little fake. I think he had him. Thompson was all the way gone.
He was running. His ankles were gone if he got that on the net.
And a nice easy up and strong push through.
Nice
What shot? What would you call that
nice
shot?
Nice little, like underhand flick.
A little underhand flick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I like the footwork too to avoid the no hit zone and come around.
Great job of avoiding that.
Some fakes of his own, but catches the front rim and falls in, but he doesn't care. See what Thompson has. Another lobster trap. Going back the other way. 3-4, so close pretty so far. We've seen some good serves. We've seen some touches. I think both of those become more plenty as they feel each other out a little more.
McWhirter with a very solid serve. Brad's going to keep it alive. Nick can't quite get it back on, but gives his best bid. McWhirter, I think, is going to be the stronger server of the incompetence team here. Serving to Nick, who I would say was the stronger serve receiver, so now he's going to be in a great position to try to get another break going here. And then possibly get back in that gridlock against Nick.
There's the drop there. Of course, our observers on the right, you can see Frederick Henkel, another Texas native. And we got Dan Abrams over on the left side. Little double fault there. Like you said, McWhirter is a stronger server. That also means he may be more likely to double fault because he's just trying to rip him past.
Trying to swing, trying to get the breaks happening. Noguez here, probably going to start swinging back.
Ooh.
Goes for the backhand. It's kind of interesting. He has a backhand and a left, and he tries to use both of them. I'm not sure what the point is. I think he should just probably pick one and stick with it and practice that one, but he likes to have both of them in his pocket, so he goes for it.
5 apiece. Back to Marshall again. That one pops up. So many, big, high serves. They get them on the net, but just not in the right spot. But again, swinging another double fault for McWhirter Marshall. Brad goes for it all himself, but nothing comes back. Another double fault. So we got a pair just going around, feeling each other out there. They really want to pressure each other with these serves, so they're okay taking these, especially early game double faults if it helps them get that serving motion down a little bit.
McWhirter Marshall actually almost made it into the pro bracket in a little bit of the softer pool. Ethan gets a nice drop on here. Brad's going to bomb it away, as usual. Had a little bit of a softer pool. They had to beat Brian Childs and David Louie to get in. They were actually ahead in game 2, 20-18, and Brian Childs came back and clutched it up with 4 breaks in a row to end it in 2. So a little bit of a tough game 2 there. Didn't quite make it into that pro bracket like they wanted to, but still 2 strong players.
Would you call them the favorite in this match right here?
I think I would. Thompson and Noguez didn't have the best day yesterday. Noguez actually came up to me after his day and said, I think this is the worst round that I've ever played. So he wasn't feeling too confident, but feeling a little bit better today.
Okay, well, it's good. He's looking pretty good today. He did get a win this morning and looking pretty good to this start. That's a good serve. Goes back a little bit. Can he get a good set? And he gets it. Nice job. Nice job. And honestly, I want to say great adjustment by Noguez because he came back to get that. And the net was behind him. He didn't know where it was, and he got it on.
Yeah, great net awareness there from Nick. Marshall McWhirter kind of not together there, both going for the same ball, but get split down the middle. I think one of them's just got to take it fully.
Nice on 2 there, especially on the drops. On the drops, 2s are often a really great option because your teammate is on the ground. They got to get up. It's, hits on. Oh, are they gonna?
And it looks like we're gonna get a carry call there from Frederick.
Interesting.
I think on Ethan's serve receive.
Okay. Yes, it is actually hard when a drop serve is really close to the net. It's hard to get there in time without kind of throwing it up.
Yeah, without kind of catching it in those fingers and not getting enough momentum behind it, and then just stays on your fingers just too long.
And another break there, so up 10-7. Nice lead for Noguez Thompson on the hands of
Noguez Thompson. Just want to keep the pressure on the entire time, make the other team play as much as possible, push them into that situation of you have to play, you have to play, you have to play.
Right.
Which is just it can be tough sometimes, especially when he's hitting nice serves like that.
Can you get it back? All right, Noguez is here, off screen for you guys, but he's coming back in. He gets it on lightly, popped up by McWhirter, back to Marshall, and off the net.
Can't find it, making him play. Noguez, I think he could have given a harder bid there, but just opted, keep playing, make him play.
It's like we just said, make him play.
Make him play.
Make him play.
Keep making him
There's
play.
a time for putting it away, and there's a time for making him play.
That's right.
So big run here by Thompson, 11-7. Almost keeps it going, but just hits rim on that one. See what he's got here, second serve. And just
that's going to end it, but good run there from Thompson Noguez.
Hell of a run, I think went from 7-7 to 11-8, so
a lot of breaks there.
Noguez with a big crouch. Keeps that hand out, that helps him get to those big cuts, right? Is that correct?
That's the goal. I don't think McWhirter has a reverse cut look, so it's pretty much just a short or a cut.
Strong
going to
open
bowl
push.
it through.
Yeah.
The bowl shot, very popular amongst Y-Spike players. A lot of them like to opt for that low, just pushing it out with the open hip palm.
Oh, swings on that one. All the way through, but very high. A nice low one there. Looks like the same swing, but just came off a lot different. Crafty
Nice
shot.
Yep. Keeps it nice and low. Recognizes the last time when I bombed it, Nick was already out in the field waiting for me. So this time I'm just going to keep it low, get it to the ground as fast as possible.
Yep. Excuse me, I think we're off on the score here. Should be 9-12.
Yeah, 9-12.
I love that. Left here, really not much pressure coming in. A couple big holds by Noguez Thompson.
Yeah, Marshall McWhirter just kind of double faulting or putting on drops. Not a lot of serve pressure for sure.
Yeah.
Whereas Thompson Noguez just kind of putting on those off-speed second serves, making them play with a little bit of discomfort. You see the ball coming at you, and your brain says, "Oh, it's a fast serve," because it's not a drop. But really, it's really not that fast, and you can handle it pretty well.
Nice hand there.
Oh man, Nick with a nice touch. Momentum doesn't stop it quite enough. The ball still gets past him. Brad can't quite reach it.
Yeah, and he was up in the air. He couldn't turn around himself. Back to McWhirter for 10-14. They need a lot here. That helps. Wow, what a bowl.
And just that same shot we've seen again. I think that's third or fourth time we've seen that shot. So we just need to see, Marshall McWhirter kind of adapt to that shot, cover that push. Like I famously said in the past, playing Nick is a push door, not a pull door.
Okay, okay.
So you have to make
Like
sure
that.
you're not.
Yeah, often a lot of players or defenses opt to cover the pull because that is a lot of players' favorite shot.
Right. Especially before no hit zone, a lot of people just like to pull. But I think it's a little bit more balanced shot-wise now with no hit zone. There it again, just the push into the hip.
The push is working, but McWhirter was on the pull,
Mm-hmm.
and he came in to cover the mid, but the push was right open. The push is harder given in the no hit zone because it has to be over the net.
Right.
It has to be over the net.
Nice serve there from Brad. Ethan's going to go on two and keep it nice and low. A good shot. Maybe a little risky, but he makes it happen. They're going to need some breaks here soon. Still down 3. They're going to elect to play this one.
Oh, nice
He keeps
shot.
it nice and low this time. Opting not to push. Sees Luke Marshall there. Hits it through the gap.
Got here, 16, 12, just got to ride this out. But absolutely ripping them. They're going to keep it going. They're going to keep putting the pressure on. I think they're not too worried about getting breaks.
That's going to be front rim. It's always tough when you double fault when you're just trying to put it on the net.
Yeah.
And you just barely hit that rim. A little frustrating, but they got enough lead. I think they'll be okay.
Nice rip. Nicely handled, but a little far. Gets left on, up by Marshall. McWhirter gets him back. Can he get it on? Nice pull. Chased down by Thompson. Set up. Noguez under it. Comes back to the net. A little far. Puts it on. They're going to play through.
Nice shot from Ethan McWhirter there. And you see Thompson, Noguez keeping the ball in play, making a play, not going for the risky shots, but this time Marshall and McWhirter are going to capitalize and take the point.
That was great. I loved it. Was smart to put that set on the far side, and they made Noguez and Thompson run all the way back.
Yep, give him not enough time to get back there. So that's it. That is a break for incompetence here in the bright pink jerseys. Maybe hopefully get a little bit of confidence back, get some more serves on the net here. Possible comeback ensuing.
If they don't take this game 1, they at least got to get a couple breaks near the end here to feel a little better in game 2. 14-16 second serve. That's high. It's gone back the other way. So just one, not too much. And Brad Thompson up to serve. He had a little run earlier. Oh, a little drop fake.
The fake drop.
Body
right
up.
to Nick.
Back to Nick. Wow.
And that's
okay.
going to be a carry called on Brad Thompson. So you see, he was falling down when he goes to put his hand up for the set, and I think he just barely hooks his finger over the top of the ball, so when he fell down, he kind of dragged it with him and then flicked forward, which is just tough because, I mean, you're falling down. There's not much you could do, but almost a fantastic play there from Noguez Thompson.
Stuff when the ball is coming to you, just happens to throw it a little bit. But help the set, but not legal. So go back the other way. Some great plays. Clean 1, 2, 3 right back. Still maintain that lead, right? That was just a hold. That wasn't a break opportunity, right? Or that was a break opportunity, or so they're still doing good. Yeah. Okay. Clean. Not much to say there.
Yeah, just a nice little 1, 2, 3 put away. Nick maybe down on that knee a little bit too early, setting up that by defense a little bit before the hit's happening, so Marshall has enough time to just see where he's at and just hit it right on the other side of the net.
18-16 hops for the drop. Wow.
There's the push once again. But that time, that one was a little bit different. That one had a lot of ump.
I need to see that in slow motion because it didn't even look like it hit the net.
It almost did not, yeah. He kept it very low. Yeah, I mean, sometimes that happens. Sometimes there's hits that just look like they don't go on the net, which is a little bit weird.
It's a little weird. Like, do I need better contacts? I can't see that.
We're going to put it in play here. McWhirter going to just blast it past.
But so back to them, 17-19.
McWhirter's got to make some breaks happen here.
If you see the camera freeze, just know we'll be quick with it. It does tend to overheat. We got an umbrella over the camera, but it is real hot out here, so we'll be quick with it. Thanks for bearing with us. Nice touch there by McWhirter. Set back.
Oh, not a great set.
Marshall's disappointed.
That is a tough set to make. Again, with the body, the ball's coming off, spinning very hard. But great positioning there from McWhirter. Marshall just can't make it happen. I think if you're Marshall, you got to opt to try to get it on the other side of the net like they did last time, and let McWhirter dive over and make that play.
Yeah. So this is a game point. He gets it up, set back by Thompson, puts it away, and that's game one.
And that's it. That is the Noguez Thompson strategy. Make him play, get the defensive touches, and put it away.
Yeah. That was good. Like I keep asking you, what do you think McWhirter Marshall need to do this next one?
They got to land serves, first of all. I don't think either of them really landed very many. Ethan started off with one pretty good one at the beginning. Luke Marshall got a couple from there that forced some weaker receives, but no like big aces, nothing like that.
Not much.
Bradley Thompson got some aces of his own. I don't remember Nick getting any, but they're forcing them to play more often, whereas McWhirter Marshall are double faulting more often.
Yeah, I think that's definitely the story of that one. We're excited for this game too, and of course, if you're with us, you want to follow along online, ! Fuango, F-W-A-N-G-O. It's a round note word. It's a weird one. That'll have the brackets as well as results of yesterday and some stuff today. This is the Premier Finals. We're going to have the Pro Semis and then Pro Finals later. So we're really excited about it. This match so far, that was a good one. I would like to see them put more serves on so we can just get some more points in play.
Yeah, I think another thing they need to do is adjust their defense. You know, cover that push maybe a little bit more. Maybe just put one big body on the wrapping side and then just someone about 5 feet from the net on the push.
Okay.
So that way they can just either body up the wraps or have someone there for the push to apply more pressure.
So on defense, you're trying to force them to hit their least favorite shot? Is that usually the idea?
That is a good strategy here, I think. I think Brad Thompson and Nick Noguez look very comfortable hitting their pushes. I think that's one of their favored shots. But they also favor those boom balls. So what you do is you put the big body on the boom ball, and then you put one person right there in front of the push and say, hey, make another play.
Right. Hit something else, and then that's where you can have those layers of adaptation. Okay, they covered my push. They covered the boom. Now I'm going to do some pulls. Now I'm going to do some stuff. And they may hit those, but at least you're challenging them a little bit, right? You got to switch it up.
Every 1 in 8 of those hits might lip up a little bit too high, and then you can get a defensive touch. And that's, could be the difference between winning and losing, those singular 1 or 2 breaks per game.
Yeah, so that was big. I think they mostly just went on that little serving run and kind of kept with it. Interesting how the energy is going to maintain. I'm looking over here at the teams. Oh, looks like we're starting up here. We're just going to go to break for maybe 30 seconds to a minute. We'll be right back. And we're back here for game 2. Of course, you saw Noguez Thompson took first one pretty easy, and they're going to be serving to start this next one.
Yep, they built a comfortable lead pretty early on and then just kind of held it out from there. Marshall McWhirter not able to get enough breaks back. We're going to start off with a nice 1-2-3 here, getting it right over Brad Thompson's head.
Pretty easy. I would love to see if they put any of those adjustments we were talking about earlier. Little breathing for Marshall, trying to calm himself. It is hot out there.
It is hot.
We're up here under a tent, and I'm feeling toasty. I can't imagine what it's like out in the sun.
Yeah, in the sun is a whole different ball game. People probably got some sunburns from yesterday, so the sun on top of your sunburn can be brutal. He's going to get us on the net here, though.
Wow, strong footwork by Noguez to get around that, but keeps it going. Chance for the hold here. Skies it.
I think if you're McWhirter there, you got to recognize the gap on the short there and just drop it onto the net. It looked like Brad was about 7 to 8 feet off the net, and Noguez was not near either. But tries to get the lefty on, but it just goes right to Brad Thompson. He's got to hit the drop there.
Yeah, sometimes it's easy to autopilot, especially when you're running back. You're like, what can I do? What can I do?
Yeah.
Noguez, great serve. Nice pop-up by Marshall. Put it right through. Very close with Thompson and diving through, but not enough.
Great hustle out of Noguez Thompson here. Both players not scared to put their body on the line, not scared to dive, sprint, whatever they got to do to get these defensive touches. Now McWhirter serving to Brad here. Brad looking like he's staying a little far. Could go for the drop. Alex to swing. We'll see if he can get a break here. And that's going to be it. Goes right by Brad Thompson's shoulder. And that's going to be hype for them. Building that little bit of early lead. Got to get the confidence and the momentum going here early.
Yeah, I like that. That was probably one of the only serves they've hit this game, the aces. So they got to be feeling good. If they can get those going, they'll be in a much better spot.
Going to double fault there, but taking the 1 is still better than 0. So maybe build that lead just 1 by 1 this game. Move on from there. The drop here is going to come in. Marshall's going to scoop it up. Goes right into Brad. He's going to soft touch it to Nick. And a hand from Marshall. But there again, you see Marshall and McWhirter in the same spot. They can't both be there. They gotta fix that.
Like I said, that's poor defensive chemistry when one gets a touch and not there. They really wanted to split that. But strong and quick, soft touch recognition from Thompson. He also barely touched that first one.
Yeah, it's a good body. Keeps it nice and soft. Doesn't blast it away too far.
Just threw the ball a little bit there. 3 apiece. And a little bit of a lobster trap, we call it. So back the other way.
A little bit interesting. Brad doesn't get it on the net. Doesn't make him play there. Might be electing to swing when they're behind. Marshall went for the lefty there, but he's going to go for the righty now. Hits the jam on Noguez, and he's not going to be able to get it back to the net, so forcing that weak receive, forcing the hard footwork to happen.
Yeah, that was impressive. Again, already 8 points into this game. We've seen 2 nice serve breaks from them, much different than game 1.
Yeah, so Luke Marshall and Ethan McWhirter making it happen so far, getting the breaks. Marshall going to go on a little run here. Swings. Doesn't find the net. He's going to step out right again. Doesn't find the net there either. But yeah, just another break on top of Ethan's from earlier, so there's going to be 2 breaks now, just adding on 1 by 1, brick by brick, building the wall.
Ups for the drop. I like that choice.
Ethan's going to get there. Red gets the touch. It goes on the... Is it a carry call? Okay, I think there was a little bit of a throw there from Nick on a set. He fell down, and I don't think he had enough room to move his hands or throws it up. But I thought they got it back on the net there for a second, and that would have been absurd.
Everyone pretended it was good. That was so funny.
Clip that. That was clean. Put that in the highlight reel.
Oh, that was funny.
A great bid from Noguez Thompson, though. Ethan steps out right, finds front rim. He'll get another swing, though. They got to keep finding him here, keep making these breaks happen because the momentum could switch back later in the game. So you want to build up as much as you can while you're in the lead.
Yep.
That's going to be clean.
Ooh, in a spot.
Almost gets the body. Yeah. Jumps maybe a little bit too high.
Yeah, the jump you don't often see. It's often sometimes not recommended because if the ball goes over your head, you're not there.
You can't turn around, right?
Yeah. But there kind of worked. 5-6 for Brad Thompson.
That one's going to find the rim.
Yeah, a lot different for both teams in this game, too.
Yeah. Noguez Thompson not getting as many serves on as they did last time. Marshall McWhirter swinging and finding a little bit more. Goes for the fake. Well, does not find anything.
Do you think he deserves a second serve there?
I don't know if he deserves a second serve. But he's going to get one. That's the rules. So he'll step right. And he'll swing, and that one's on the net. Maybe a little bit of a high call. And Dan Abrams is going to call high.
Yeah.
But a great serve, a good swing, a good bid there on that serve from Luke Marshall, but doesn't really find it. Frederick talking with Dan Abrams real quick, but they're going to continue with the initial call.
No default. So good. That would have been a big one there. Off for the drop. I would love to see Noguez and Thompson just get these on. Like
Put it in play. Go back to the old strategy of making them play, but can't find them. Wow.
Noguez frustrated. You can see there. That, again, was a put-on serve.
It's going to go back to McWhirter now. Let's see if he can make one happen. Swings hard, finds front rim. Nick tries to play it, doesn't get a great touch. He's going to swing again. Goes. Ooh. See, that's the one that's short, but not short.
Yep.
I don't know what we call that. A medium.
Mid.
A nice medium. A nice mid serve.
Right, and that's when you're running in. It's a drop. Oh no, it's out.
But then it kind of pops up into your chest area. But it's going to be back into Brad's hands here. Brad, I think, a little bit more of a consistent server. But going to go for the left here, getting a little bit wild. Got to wrangle it back down. Just get that ball in the net, make Marshall McWhirter play like last time. Now it's going to be too high. I wonder if the balls have changed at all, if they've maybe gotten more inflated. So now, they're a little bit harder off the hand, a little bit harder off the net. That could be a factor.
Totally could happen. It's dangerous out here when the balls
get
the heat. A lot different as the game goes on.
Marshall gets that one on the net. Brad booms it high. Marshall runs it down. Ethan with a nice set. Marshall's going to backhand it right to Brad. Nick gives him the butter. Luke runs it down again.
Still going.
Ethan with the set. It's pretty nice. He's going to give it a bid, but finds the front rim. Marshall there cannot backhand it to Brad there. He's going to rip that one.
Yeah, that's interesting. I think Marshall feels a little better about that. I think he thought his last hit was a rim, so I think he feels okay, but still big chase downs. Could have been a huge point for Marshall McWhirter.
Good recovery here from Luke Marshall. Great set there. Diving, but keeping it under control.
Yeah, that was really impressive. Like, we saw similar in the women's finals yesterday with the Janky twins. Just quick reactions, just getting it done, letting it rip.
So back to McWhirter here. Going to be looking for these breaks. That one's on the net, making him play. A soft touch here from Marshall. Ethan's on the net, but Noguez scoops it up. Thompson with some butter, and he dives over the net for it, but Marshall dives for it as well. Ethan McWhirter giving him some high butter. He hits it onto the net. Thompson also a high butter on the net. Nick scoops up as well. McWhirter's there to get it. Marshall keeping it low now, and McWhirter, hits it with the backhand. Noguez calls rim, and that is going to be a tough rally to lose for Marshall McWhirter. They're getting these rallies to happen, but not winning.
Oh, wow. That was crazy. I'm impressed with the ons. You know, the touches are good enough, but they kept putting them on and just setting them far, putting them in play. Like you said, that would have been a big break for McWhirter. They're now over 2 on those big rallies.
Could have been huge. You see all the players with their hands on their knees. Everyone's a little bit tired. It's hot out there. I think sets on that rally might have been a little bit too high.
Yeah.
Brad has a nice wide serve here. Luke Marshall gets called the throw, the carry call, the legal first touch, and he's not going to disagree. Brad Thompson with a nice break.
Now tie it up. Easy 10-10 for Brad Thompson. Feeling good.
So yeah, suddenly we got a game on our hands. Marshall McWhirter seemingly we're going to run away with it, but now bringing it back, calling high on that serve here. Going to be up the mini break. Going to call a timeout, get some water, take a breather, and wow. What a fantastic game this has been so far. Game 1, Noguez Thompson kind of seemingly ran away with it, but Noguez Thompson, I think, not looking too hot this game.
Yeah, it's really interesting. It's been an extremely different game from game 1. I hope this is for both teams. I think this will be a crucial timeout. Noguez and Thompson really need to step up to get back in. And of course, it's tied. It's right where it's at, but very different than the first one.
Yeah, I think Marshall McWhirter up the mini break still, so they have a tiny bit of wiggle room. Still got the momentum a little bit, but Thompson and Noguez winning these rallies is certainly not helping.
Yeah, and can you tell about a little more about these players? Because have these players played a lot?
These players have probably played each other quite a bit. We have a lot of taser tournaments here in Texas, so everyone sort of plays everyone like every other week, it seems like. So everyone should know each other's serves, but every once in a while someone hits a banger, which it just happens. You accidentally carry it. These balls are kind of bigger than usual, so maybe it's a little bit harder to get your hands in the right spot. Yep. But everyone here is probably just going to take a water break, take a breather. This is a big game right here. Either way the momentum goes, it's probably going to be if they win Game 2 for Noguez Thompson or take the momentum into Game 3 for Marshall McWhirter.
I think that will be big. And we're getting back to the action here. Of course, now it's up 11-10, McWhirter and Marshall over Noguez Thompson. So like you said, they have that mini break. See if they can hold on.
Wrong score call maybe. But he's going to step out now. That's on the net. Goes a little bit far. Brad's there to recover it. A nice set. It's butter on the net. McWhirter scoops it up, though. Marshall a little bit short. McWhirter gets it on the net. Brad keeps it alive, and Noguez can't get it back to the net. And those are the rallies they need to win. That's tough. You hear Noguez yelling in frustration. Doesn't get that ball on the net, but finally we see Marshall McWhirter win one of these forced weak receives.
Yeah, finally they get one, and that was so necessary. Have that, not just the mini break, but they got a full break, and looking good. They can maintain that, although that's unlikely. We've seen a lot of back and forth action in the series.
Marshall putting us on the net again, and Brad's going to put it away with a nice lefty. So you see, Marshall McWhirter there kind of making him hit the harder shots on defense. Marshall almost had too weak of a set on that last play, but McWhirter gets it on while it's nice and low. And they're staying in it.
Yeah, it looked like they did have the push covered there, right? Because he did the lefty pull.
Nick getting it on now. Oh, no. Marshall with a little bit of a weak hit. And Brad's going to put it away.
I'm confused by that hit.
Yeah, I don't know what the call was there. Signaling to his partner that it was just not a smart play. And, yeah, he kind of just walked with the net and thought he could get away with a nice cheeky backhand, but it just pops up a little too much. So Noguez Thompson going to take advantage of that play. Nick going for the backhand. Doesn't find it.
He's 0 for 2 on those so far.
Second here. That one's going to be a little too high. McWhirter here needs to get the break back. Get them in that position to where they can hold and then end the game that way. That way they don't have to go into extras. That's going to be that mid serve there. And it pushes it right to him, but he's there to cover it this time. And he's there to put it away with a lefty, and that is the defensive adaptation you want to see.
That was exactly what we were talking about. Got the serve on, covered the push, it went right to him.
He got it right there, scooped up. Amazon package delivered to his front door. All I had to do was pick it up. So a great break there. Going to go for the drop again. That one's looking a little bit better. Nick gets there with the backhand, though. McWhirter with the nice bid. Marshall butter on the net. McWhirter can't get it back on. A huge play there. Nice diving play. Might have been off screen for you guys, but holy cow.
Yeah, McWhirter left his feet to get that up a little.
He went horizontal,
old school Devin
yeah.
Matson-esque, if you will.
McWhirter is not afraid. He will lay out.
Not the softest ground either. He went for it there.
No, it is not. Wow. And that is the fake drop that we've been seeing develop in Brad Thompson's game. He slightly swings toward it, but then brings it back and rips it, and he gets it on the net that
Marshall
time.
came in. He
thought it was a drop. Yeah.
Oh, he went for it
again. McWhirter, he stays back, doesn't run forward like Marshall did earlier. And they're going to want to get it on the net here. Can't find it, but that is a crucial break. And Marshall McWhirter just up the mini break again. Going to have to fight to get that break back once more. Marshall steps right. Nope, that's the wrong score. Steps right again. Swings a nice serve. They got it under control a little bit. Going to be the push door, but he's not there to cover it. He's going to call possibly rim, possibly no hit zone. They're going to go to observers. And observers call clean. So Marshall there, a little upset. He thought he got the weak receive into the break, but not quite.
Noguez's serve receive has been really strong.
Yes, he's a great serve receiver. He stays very focused. If you ever play against him and you're serving to him, you can just look up at him and you can see his eyes. He is ready at all times.
Strong hit and avoids each other going around. So still the mini break for McWhirter and Marshall. M&M. Ethan up to serve. It's been a grinder of a game.
That's a nice swing there. Brad Thompson gets a hold of it. It's a lefty up. You want to see McWhirter come back to help. And that's just going to be a nice little 1-2-3 put away.
Job.
I thought there might have been a call there, but I don't think there was. And yeah, great job by Brad to serve receive that and cleanly put it away with his left hand. He goes for the left hand again. Yeah, if Noguez Thompson can make the comeback happen here to end it in 2, that would be very crucial for them because going to game 3, I think it's going to go into Marshall McWhirter's favor.
Yep. And they do have the mini break up 17-16 here. Ooh.
The lefty bid out of Marshall, doesn't find the net.
Marshall has some big misses. He's definitely been the weakest of the server here. He's really just struggling to get him on.
Might be swinging just a little bit too wild. Got to reel him back in. Just go with the tried and true righty just like that. Force the receive, make him play. But Noguez is going to hit it over him. You got to put the body there.
Strong recovery setting and off-net hitting for Noguez and Thompson.
If you see the off-net set coming, you definitely want to have one partner that can at least run back and go get that ball, or one partner that's going to body and take it. But you definitely can't stand in no man's land.
Nope.
Noguez here to serve, steps back, rips it into the rim. Won't find it there.
I'm looking for Brad Thompson to make a little run at the end here.
Yeah, he can make it happen. He makes some good serves. Noguez going to jam Marshall. It's up in the air, though, and it's going to blast it over Thompson just enough. That could have been scary.
Yeah, that looked like he wasn't going to get a great receive there.
It could have been. That could have been the momentum shift on just a nice little meatball serve. Like
yeah, right in the belly button, just trying to get it up. So, excuse me, now we have 18-17. So looking good here.
McWhirter serving to Thompson, though. I think this is where Marshall McWhirter want to be. Want to get a break here. Goes for the little mid-short. Nick goes on 2. Marshall almost scoops it up.
That's risky. That's risky, but it worked out. I love how he flung his body to just get extra angle on that.
He's going for it all. He's not scared. He will not get tired. He will do it all day long. McWhirter going to scoop this serve receive up, though. Nice body off of Brad. He's going to soft touch it a little bit. Not making enough contact on that ball. Can't get it back to Nick, but a great body up.
That was a great body up, and you see them both collapse. Because that was it. That would have gave them the mini break back.
Marshall McWhirter got to make it happen here. Got to get the break so they can end it at 21. Noguez tries to play the rim. Can't find it, though.
See if Marshall just needs to land one here.
I think Marshall could stand to go for a drop here pretty soon. He's been swinging the whole game. But he's going to keep swinging. Doesn't find it there.
Again, so 19 apiece. Front rim.
Nick is swinging hard for him, though. He wants to make the breaks happen. He's got to just put it on the net here. And that one just goes into the rim once again. That is so tough.
Double fault, so we're back at 20-19. Game point. Could force a game 3. And you said this is the matchup you want, right?
That's the matchup you want right here. He's just got to hit one banger, and I think he'll be able to get the ace by Brad Thompson. Opting to put it on the net. And that one's boomed high. McWhirter can't quite run it down. Almost there.
So now we're into some free round net, 20-20,
Let's
into
go.
extras.
McWhirter
extras. Marshall with the mini. So Brad Thompson and Noguez need 2.
I think at this rate, I think Noguez Thompson might take it here.
Yeah, you feeling good?
I think the momentum is starting to go back into them, and we're just waiting for them to hit one serve, whereas Marshall McWhirter their serve consistency seems to be going down.
It's a good front rim.
Oh, I thought he had him for a second. I was like, and there it is, but no, finds the front rim instead. Marshall here got to make it happen. This could be the game winner. Doesn't find it.
I'd be surprised if he does. He really has not been hitting.
Yeah, he hasn't found anything. Steps out right again. Finds the rim again.
Nothing. This is just...
he just really likes rim, maybe.
Yeah. He has a side bet, how many rims can I hit? But it's been tough. He's just really trying to go for it all. He's not settling.
Yeah.
He's not settling for the mid.
Right.
He wants it.
He wants the break.
You guys are playing that one. Oh, he has a piece of it, but not enough.
Not enough.
Yells at the ball to make its way back. Now they're surviving. Hold there for McWhirter and Marshall. Again, back to this matchup you'd like, but Thompson really hasn't been afraid. The drop looks open, though.
And that's the banger you want to see. That is the matchup. That's what I'm saying. It was just a matter of time for Ethan McWhirter to hit the banger past Brad Thompson.
Finally did.
And he had to hit it in extras, 23-21, so a great win there for Incompetence to bring it back in extras in Game 2, going to Game 3 now, and that was huge. How do Brad Thompson and Nick Noguez fix their game going into Game 3?
They definitely lost some of their serving, not just power, but getting it on the net. Marshall and McWhirter were playing well, but they were making mistakes, so I got to get those back on. I think they got to adjust a little bit. See, we saw Thompson do some more pulls. That's what they got to do because they're eating them up on defense. But overall, I think they just lost some energy. I think they need to bring that energy back.
Yeah.
With the way Marshall was missing serves, it was not great that they lost that game.
Yes. Yeah. If Incompetence is not playing that well, especially on the serving aspect, and they're still winning, that's looking a little bit tough for Noguez Thompson.
If Marshall can get some serves, not even aces, just get some serves on the net, I think this will go their way this next time.
I agree. I think the momentum is in Marshall McWhirter's favor, but Noguez Thompson not out of it yet. Really, anyone's Game 3, not any huge momentum runs in Game 2. So, excited to see.
Excited.
I think we're going to take a quick minute break here. as we let the players cool down the shade real quick. It is very hot outside, so we will see you soon. Stay tuned.
And we are back with the Game 3 here, a barn burner, if you will.
Yeah.
The premier finals here at the SRA Tour Series in Garland, Texas. It's been a really close back and forth. If you're just tuning in, we're excited to also say that next on stream, we're going to have Rito Boys versus Marshall and Buddy Hammond, Clark Marshall and Buddy Hammond. So that'll be a fun one. We're going to start off here, Thompson, with a nice cut and an even better pull by McWhirter.
Yeah, nice wrap there from McWhirter. Changing up the hits already. Bradley, you see, landing the serves already. So great changes out of both teams so far, and that's what you want to see.
That Marshall, see if he can do it.
That's on the net. That's a great serve. Thompson on the other side of the net. Nick Noguez can't quite get it back. He's going to call carry on Brad or something, but it didn't matter either way. Nick Noguez couldn't get it back to the net. Great serve from Luke Marshall.
Yeah, and what we just said before, if Marshall gets the serves on, I think it might be over for Noguez and Thompson.
Yeah, and that was a great little push from him. We haven't really seen any pushes. He's been going wide, and there it is again. The lefty, he's just pulling him out. He found the confidence this game, I think, and he's just not afraid anymore, and he's going to rip him.
I'm just confused what's happening. What happened in between 2 and 3?
Is this a different player? Is this a different player? Luke Marshall is popping off right now. Nick Noguez tries to dive for that serve and still can't get there. Wow. Who is this? Is this Luke Marshall? Did we get a substitute? They're going to call a timeout. Smart move by Brad and Nick to call that timeout because we're 4 points into the game, and it is already 4-0. And that is not what you want to see in the first 4 points in the game if you are Brad and Nick. But going to call a timeout here. It is a little bit early for a timeout, but I think they recognize we have to stop the bleeding here, try to ice Luke Marshall out a little bit, catch our breath.
And it's just 1 minute, so not crazy, but just take a second.
That's going to be short. Brad Thompson barely gets there, and he's going to push it right by. I think they thought Nick Noguez was going to go on 2 there.
Stop the bleeding a little bit there, though, which is great.
But now Marshall McWhirter feeling a little bit more comfortable, feeling a little bit confident now, can go into this game 3.
Oh, I thought that was good for his
Yeah, almost hits another banger back onto Ethan, and he's going to make him play this time. Keeps it nice and low. Marshall going on 2. Nick Noguez nowhere to be found.
Yeah, he was playing the pull there. Actually, just a nice, solid open shot.
Ethan McWhirter swinging. It's going high, though. He's going to look for it again. Goes for the drop. Noguez, I don't know if he was there. Kind of stumbled a little bit. Maybe his cleat got caught in the ground. Thompson on the net now. Nice little receive from Luke Marshall. Going for the backhand. Brad gets it up. Noguez hits it. A nice body up from Marshall. McWhirter gives for the bid, but can't find it. And that is a big break. Big momentum for Noguez Thompson.
Yeah, that was huge. And to be down only excuse me, I might have the score wrong. I believe it's 3-5 here.
Yeah, he's on the left there. I think it's probably 3-5.
Yeah, 3-5.
That's going to be another nice serve on from Brad, and that set is just way too far. Taking the momentum right back. Marshall McWhirter got the 4-0 early, but
what I'll just say, 4-5. Being down 4-0, now to be at 5-4, that's pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Nick and Brad both very mentally strong players, and so they're great to not give up there, not get demoralized, and just keep playing as hard as they can. Almost finds another break there. Brad Thompson going to be swinging for it. Gets on the net again, making him play. He's going to blast it away this time.
Yeah, solid hit there. Just keep it open. And look at Marshall came alive a little bit.
Yep, getting back to the cleanliness, getting back to the serves on the net, and that's the Luke Marshall we like to see, getting the serves on the net, getting both the lefty and the righties. He'll step out right here. Swinging, and it's going to lip up, but it stays below the shoulder, and that is another ace for Luke Marshall. He's on fire this game.
Yeah, I don't know if we saw it coming or what's happening, but this is crazy.
Oh, wow. Almost finds another lefty on Nick Noguez. Doesn't make it happen. His partner cheering him on, keeping him going. Want to keep him hot as long as they can. 7-4 here. He finds another one. They're going to call rim. It barely slightly clips the rim. But another great breaks from Luke Marshall.
Still in it, of course, but we saw a fading Thompson Noguez last game, so maybe the same.
Marshall with a nice serve receive here, and he's just going to lefty blast it past Nick Noguez.
Marshall looks like a whole different player.
Yeah, they're looking very strong this game. And this is the play you wanted to see in game 2, but they just couldn't quite find it. So now I think they finished that game 2, said, hey, we won, we can win this next one as well. But they're going to rim this first serve. McWhirter serving to Brad, just like the end of last game. Could hit a banger, goes for the short. Opting to go short on second quite a lot. Brad Thompson's going to put us on the net here. Marshall with a nice serve. A body up by Brad. It's going to be a soft touch. Nick's on the net. Marshall almost gets a touch, dives for it, but great bodies from Brad. Brad has been doing a great job of getting those bodies straight up to himself.
Just puts it away easy. Brad has been the soft touch king in this series.
I think he's had almost maybe double-digit soft touches.
Yeah, it's been looking good, but
I've not seen anyone that uses them more than him.
Yeah.
But it's working.
It's working really well, and it helped them make a little bit of a comeback back to 7-8.
Brad Thompson gets the serve again. Going to put it on the net once more. Calling maybe a rim on that serve.
Going to go to observers. Observing, we have Frederick Hinkle and Dan Abrams. Going to make some calls when the teams disagree. You see in the background on the right there, that is our pro semifinal. One of them, we got, that is sloppy seconds, Gabe Finocchi and Travis Core against Buddy Hammond, against Garrett Hornock and Kyle Ackerman, excuse me. We'll have the other pro semis coming up after this.
Yeah, so observers called a redo there. Brad Thompson gets on the net, but Marshall McWhirter going to able 1-2-3 away. Nick Noguez a little bit frustrated, kicking a ball. Got to keep that under control. Keep the mental game strong. Marshall serving here again. Let's see if he can stay on fire. Goes for the reverse. I don't think he needs to mix too much right now.
Right.
I think he needs to stay with those strong lefty-righty cuts and just keep forcing the weak receives.
I like that he got it on there.
Yeah, he'll put it in play. Tries to get the boom. I think he's got to stay up on his feet there because, I mean, the body's a good play, but if you go down to your knees, you're just a little too short.
Right, and they just popped it. It's smart. Like, that's what, Bradley Thompson can do, is that just boom it.
Nick swinging for the jam. Luke Marshall goes for the drop. Nick tries to get it back on, can't find it. It's too low. He's punching the ground 5 times in a row. He's frustrated. He might be losing it a little bit here.
He is. I think, right, they haven't had the momentum swing their way for a while.
They had that little run at the beginning, but that was just enough to catch them back up. Marshall McWhirter able to get a couple breaks after that and taking the momentum. And once again getting a clean serve. Nick Noguez, I think that's the frustration setting in right there.
Coming in, he said he was locked in, and he didn't really look locked in there. They've already used their timeout as well.
Right. No longer locked in. If they go on a streak, I think Marshall McWhirter run away with it. Ooh, you see McWhirter go for his patented fadeaway. He likes to step backward as he swings, which is a little bit awkward, can sort of jam you. Finds the rim either way.
More frustration coming out from Noguez after that.
A drop. It's on the net. Nick goes on 2. McWhirter gets a hand, but not enough.
That's a 2 that you see when someone is in their own head a little bit.
Frustrated. Yeah. They just want to. They see a ball and they just want to hit it.
Yeah. And usually, I'm surprised that didn't lead to another break.
Yes. Could have made the snowball effect happen. Noguez, again, one of the luckiest players ever. So, not too shocking for me. Brad's going to put it on the net, though. Marshall gives the butter. McWhirter's going to slap it away.
That was a strong angle because they both were in there, and it shot right above their bodies.
Yeah, great shot from McWhirter. And Marshall now back to serve. Goes for the lefty. Gets on the net. It's a little too high. Nick almost jumps up to it on accident.
12-9, so a good lead here, Foreman.
Another nice swing, but a double fault.
But I'm feeling better about those double faults here in this game.
He's earned a couple double faults this game. Yeah. Starting off 4-0 is a pretty good start to the game. Nick Noguez going to put us on the net, though. He's McWhirter. Keeps the set, and that's kind of a hard set to make when it's right over the middle of the net, but does a good job of just keeping it where it is.
Yeah, I'm impressed that he was able to just put it straight back up. But that was a, I guess similar with Noguez, not to run on, but when you hit a good serve and they get a good touch, there's nothing more frustrating.
Yes.
There's nothing more frustrating. But good swings coming out from McWhirter. I think Noguez and Thompson still in this. It's going to take a little bit.
McWhirter steps out this time, goes short. Brad barely gets there. It's off net. They're both bodying in the same spot. Not what you want to see. They gotta get some better chemistry going on the bodies there.
Yeah, and because those big booms have been working, they haven't really touched any of them. You know, you got to kind of match them up, which was correct there.
And there it is. That's what you want to see. Brad Thompson able to keep his cool, hit the lefty. McWhirter hasn't been receiving those, so it's probably a little awkward. Not sure where it was going to go.
Yeah.
Huge break for Noguez Thompson. He's going to swing again, but won't find the net.
Felt like they came out of nowhere for Thompson.
Yeah,
we haven't seen him swing in a while.
He hadn't been really doing much, but that was I definitely needed that. Got Nick Noguez a little more hype, maybe a little more hope in his brain. He loved it.
Yeah.
12-13 now. They're still that break behind, but definitely more in reach now. It's on the net, maybe a little high. They're going to play it. Noguez almost gets the hand to it. Maybe he shouldn't come in there. Maybe it's just stay where he is.
You know, but oftentimes you saw Marshall was diving there. A lot of players opt for those drops. They're like, I can't get a good hit on here. I'm just going to drop it on. Maybe why Noguez came in.
Wow, Marshall hits the reverse cut. They're going to call rim, so we're going to go to observers here. Marshall trying to get hype, trying to get the momentum back in his favor. They're going to call clean from the observers, and that is a huge break back for Marshall McWhirter. Luke Marshall, a different player this game, much higher RPR.
He's coming way higher. He's really making it work, and now I think they're 15-12.
Goes for the lefty, finds on the net, but it's a little too high. Almost looked good. Could have been huge. Doesn't want that ball.
Yeah, and the balls can get hot and inflated on tough days like this.
Second serve, steps right. Gets it on the net, making him play. Sets a little bit short. Nick finds the gap, though.
That was a strong hit. Strong hit.
3-5. We got to see Nick use some anger here on these serves. He's got to lock in. In Texas, we have a saying, like, you kind of go dark mode when you get angry and you want to swing hard. So we would call this dark Nick if he's getting angry and he's swinging hard. But he's going to side pocket the drop. Yeah. Okay, I was like, for a second they were like, oh, what? But yeah, it moved to the side quite a bit. Yeah. Nick Noguez has a lot of integrity. Says yes, it certainly most certainly moved to the side.
That was not legal.
Yes. Ethan McWhirter also swinging.
I like how he already faulted and he tried to stay out of the circle after he already faulted.
It's good practice. That's the reps. Got to get your reps in. Swinging again, finds room again. They're still a little bit in that comfortable spot. Still got the 2 breaks up. 3 breaks even.
Yeah. Back to Marshall. Oh, sorry. Back to Thompson.
Goes for the drop. Ethan's there. A little bit of a short set. Oh, wow. I did not think you'd get away with that.
No, I don't know how that split between them.
That was just tough. I think Brad Thompson might have slipped there. Ethan just pushes it right in the little gap, and Brad Thompson's foot slips. He can't quite get there. Back into Marshall's hands. Can you make another break happen? Steps right. Swings, it's high.
That's looking like the Marshall we saw in the first 2 games. See if you can zone in here.
Steps right again. And that's in the rim. So, yeah. Certainly fallen into his old patterns a little bit, but got a little more cushion in this game. All he has to do is hold. Noguez with a nice serve. And holds.
That was really impressive. Like, that did not look like it was going to be a good set.
Yeah, a great serve there from Nick Noguez, but also a great serve receive from Luke Marshall. Ethan slapping these balls, trying to make some more breaks happen, pile them up. He's going to drop it again. It pops up a little bit. Nice, easy for Brad. He's going to boom ball, but McWhirter's there to run it down. A nice distance away. Marshall sets it back to the net, and he dives and hits it on. Nick Noguez is going to run it down. Brad Thompson with the high set. Noguez keeps it in play. McWhirter's there to scoop it up because Marshall slips. Back to the net. He keeps it alive. Nick Noguez can't get the touch. Nick Noguez jumps over his partner in anger. Brad Thompson is frustrated. Nick can't get the touch. And wow, what a great rally from Marshall McWhirter to keep it alive. Nick Noguez falling apart a little bit here.
That was unbelievable. That was unbelievable.
And Marshall McWhirter going to call a timeout.
Okay.
Things are Things are getting a little bit heated in this game. Losing the rallies in game 2, we saw Noguez Thompson winning those rallies, and now we see Marshall McWhirter winning them in game 3 here, getting ahead with that nice lead.
Like, they've just really gone their way. Amazing athleticism. I'm so impressed they can get those back, but I understand the frustration by Thompson and Noguez because they're working just as hard as the other team, and it's not working. I'm going to share, we have been talking about RPR and talking about how each other's playing. All of these championship Sunday matches will be broken down by Raw, which is a RoundNet Analytics worldwide affiliate. That is a Texas-based group that is putting together that. So you can find that at roundnetstats.com. Those will be up in the next few weeks. You can check out all the breakdowns from our last tour stop in Florida. They got some cool stuff. Yeah.
We have a lot of games in there. You're also welcome to submit your own games. You can keep them private so other people don't see them, or you can make them public if you want to. I think it's just a couple bucks like per game or something like that, and you just send them in, and you can get professional stats taken on all your games. So just go to roundnetstats.com if you're looking for some stats.
I'm really curious to see what we call the RoundNet player rating, how it adjusts throughout this. Right, we said Marshall had a huge
jump from game 2 to game 3.
I wonder if he was probably the lowest in the first 2 and the best in this game, which is, they survived, which is all they need. But we're getting back into it here. We got a tight series, but a little bit of a lead for Marshall and McWhirter, looking good. I think it's 19-16. So just really can push a couple breaks, but mostly just need to hold.
Nice serve from Ethan there. Nick Noguez gets a nice hand on it, backhands it away. He's mad, but he's not giving up. Nick Noguez will never give up. That is one thing about Nick. He's going to swing hard till the end. I think we rotated here. So I think it's 16-19
They were all just in different spots there, I think, right? Yeah.
Brad serving on the right side here. Elects to just put it on.
Are you kidding?
Frederick calls carry.
Yep.
And Luke Marshall cannot believe it.
Yeah, I mean, drop serves are very easy to do a little catch and throw.
Yeah, a little bit, maybe a little bit too routine there. The ball maybe a little bit more squishy than Luke Marshall might have thought. But they're going to put it away this time. Luke Marshall going to say, okay, whatever. He's going to move on. He's got enough cushion to end the game.
Yep.
But maybe got a little more anger, firepower for this next serve.
See what he can do right here. 2017. He's been the standout player in this game. His chance to end it.
Steps right. Goes for the reverse. Can't find it. He'll get one more. Calms himself down there. Takes some breaths. That's on the net, and that is a nice serve to end the game with a nice banger there at the end. A great series between Marshall McWhirter and Nick Noguez Brad Thompson, but McWhirter Marshall are going to be your Garland 2021 champions for the Premier Bracket. That was our Premier Finals. Congratulations to Marshall and McWhirter for being our 2021 Garland Premier champions. If you enjoyed watching that, consider liking and subscribing to the SRA channel for more RoundNet content. I've been Matthew Burrows alongside Mike White. Thanks so much for watching.